and a very good day to you all. Today, we are exploring novel Things Fall Apart, a seminal post-colonial novel by Chinua Achebe, one of Africa's most celebrated novel writers. Written in 1958, the novel reflects post-colonial themes of cultural disruption, identity, and the impact of colonialism on traditional societies. Through the life of Okonkwo and the Igbo community, Achebe portrays the challenges of maintaining cultural integrity and social harmony in the face of external influence, offering a vivid depiction of pre-colonial Nigerian life and the consequences of colonial intrusion. Let's talk about first the post-colonial fiction. Post-colonial fiction refers to a body of literary works produced in response to the historical, cultural, and psychological consequences of colonialism. It emerged as a powerful mode of expression for writers from formerly colonized societies who sought to challenge the Eurocentric perspectives imposed during the colonial era. Through narrative and language, post-colonial fiction attempts to reclaim indigenous identity, restore suppressed histories, and question the political and moral authority of imperial powers. Authors such as Chinua Achebe, Salman Rushdie, and Jean Rhys employ fiction as a means of resistance and redefinition, transforming literature into a space where cultural authenticity and historical truth can be rediscovered. The genre is not merely concerned with the colonial past, but also with the ongoing struggles of post-independence societies, addressing issues of disillusionment, hybridity, and globalization. The major themes used in post-colonial fiction are colonialism and its aftermath. Post-colonial fiction critically examines the enduring social, political, and cultural impacts of colonial rule. It highlights how imperial domination reshaped native societies and left deep-rooted legacies of inequality and dependency. Number 2 is identity and cultural conflict. A central conflict of post-colonial narratives is a crisis of identity experienced by individuals caught between indigenous traditions and Western values. The writers explore the complexities of belonging and alienation within the hybrid cultural spaces. Next theme is resistance and reclamation. Post-colonial authors use fiction to resist colonial ideologies and to reclaim indigenous languages, traditions, and histories. Their works aim to restore dignity to colonized people and to correct misinterpretations perpetuated by colonial discourse. Language and power. Language serves as both a symbol of oppression and a tool of empowerment. Many post-colonial writers subvert the colonizers' language, reshaping it to reflect local realities, oral tradition, and native rhythms. Nationhood and independence. The transition from colonial rule to independence is often portrayed as a complex process marked by hope, corruption, and disillusionment. Writers critique post-colonial leadership and the moral challenges of nation building. Next theme is memory, history, and hybridity. Post-colonial fiction reclaims forgotten histories while acknowledging the hybrid nature of post-colonial identities shaped by migration, exile, and intercultural exchange. In essence, post-colonial fiction serves as a literary and cultural response to empire, exposing the injustices of colonialism while envisioning paths towards healing, self-definition, and collective renewal. It remains a vital field of study for understanding the intersections of literature, history, and power in a globalized world. Let's talk about Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe, often hailed as the father of modern African literature, used fiction as a powerful tool to reclaim the African voice from colonial misinterpretation. His novels, written in accessible yet richly symbolic language, depict the complexity of Igbo society, the conflict between tradition and change, and the profound effects of colonial intrusion. Achebe's first and most famous novel, Things Fall Apart, written in 1958, portrays pre-colonial African life and the disruptive arrival of European missionaries through the tragic story of Okonkwo. By blending English with Igbo proverbs, folk tales, and oral rhythms, Eshibe created a unique narrative style that celebrated African identity while reaching a global audience. Later novels of Eshibe include Era of God, 1964, A Man of the People, and Anthills of the Savannah, explore the moral and political struggles of post-colonial Africa. His works expose corruption, leadership failure, and the psychological challenges of modernization. For him, literature was not just art, but a moral responsibility to educate, to preserve culture, and to restore dignity of the African people. Through his humanistic vision and cultural insight, Eshibe transformed the African novel into a medium of resistance, self-definition, and national consciousness. Let's talk about novel. Things Fall Apart by Nigerian author and poet Chinua Achebe, first published in 1958, is a seminal work in African literature. Set in pre-colonial Nigeria, the novel chronicles the life of Okonkwo, a proud Igbo warrior, as he navigates the shifting dynamics of his community. Ashibe's narrative masterfully captures the cultural richness of Igbo society, delving into its customs and traditions, spirituality, and social structures. As the arrival of European colonizer disrupts the traditional way of life, Okonkwo's world begins to unravel, symbolizing the broader impact of colonialism on African societies. The novel is a poignant exploration of the clash between tradition and change, offering a profound reflection on the consequences of cultural imperialism. Let's talk about the historical background. Historically, Things Fall Apart is situated in the context of the late colonial period, capturing the complexities and tensions of the encounter between African communities and European powers. Ashibe's work stands as a critique of European and American colonial narratives that often marginalized or misrepresented African narratives. Beyond its historical significance, the novel remains relevant today, addressing themes of identity, power, and the enduring consequences of colonial legacy. Let's talk about the title of the novel. The title, Things Fall Apart, is taken from William Butler Yeats' poem, The Second Coming, written in 1919, that reflects a world descending into chaos after World War I. Yeats wrote, "Things fall apart the center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosened upon the world." Chinua Achebe borrowed this line to reflect a similar sense of breakdown, but in the context of African society under colonial intrusion. Set in pre-colonial Nigeria, the novel portrays the life of the Igbo community of Imofia before and during the arrival of the British. The social and spiritual harmony of Igbo people, its traditions, religion, and values begin to disintegrate as European missionaries and colonial administrators impose their systems on the people. Thus, the title captures both the historical moment and the emotional atmosphere of cultural collapse. The phrase "things fall apart" symbolizes the disruption of order and unity within Igbo society. It refers not only the breakdown of traditional institutions and beliefs, but also the personal tragedy of protagonist Okonkwo, whose life mirrors the disintegration of his community. The falling apart represents the clash between old and new, between African traditions and Western influence, leading to confusion, loss, and identity crisis. Achebe uses this metaphor to convey this destructive impact of colonialism and cultural misunderstanding. The title holds deep thematic and symbolic importance. It emphasizes the novel's central message that the imposition of colonial rule led to the fragmentation of African society that once possessed their own order and coherence. On a broader level, it signifies the universal theme of change and decay, immune to transformation. Achebe's choice of title also reflects his intellectual dialogue with Western literature. By borrowing Yeats' line, he both acknowledges and subverts a European text to express an African expression. In essence, Things Fall Apart stands as a literary metaphor for the collapse of a world under the pressure of foreign domination and internal weakness, making the title both poetic and profoundly prophetic. The major characters include Okonkwo, the central characters of Things Fall Apart, a young leader of the African Igbo community of Umofia. He is known as a fierce warrior as well as a successful farmer. He is determined to overcome the stigma left by his father's laziness and wastefulness. Next is Yunuka, Okonkwo's father, known for his weakness and lack of responsibility. The next character is Nwoy, Okonkwo's eldest son, the age of 12 at the beginning of the book. He is innately a sensitive young man. Iknefina is next character, who is a boy of a teen given to Umofia by a neighboring village to avoid the war. He is clever and resourceful young man. Ekwifi, Okonkwo's second wife, the mother of Eznima, her only living child. Ezinma, daughter of Ekwifi and Okonkwo, the only surviving child. Next character is Ojibo, Okonkwo's third wife, the mother of several of his children. Next is Obrika, Okonkwo's best friend, who often represents the voice of reason. He is the father of Maduka and Ekwike. Chilo, a village widow who is also the priestess of Egbala. Egbala, the oracle of the hills and the caves, who influences all aspects of Umofian life. She is based on the real oracle at Ukwa, who controlled Igbo life for centuries. And the next character is Mr. Brown, the first white Christian missionary in Umofia and Mabanta, an understanding and accommodating man. He is inclined to listen to the Igbos. Mr. Kiaga, the native interpreter for the missionaries. He is a teacher and a leader of the new church in Mabanta. The Reverend James Smith, a strict stereotypical white Christian missionary, he takes over the church after Mr. Brown's departure. The district commissioner, a stern stereotypical white colonial administrator of Umofia. He follows regulations to the letter and possesses little knowledge or understanding of the people for whom he tries to administer a new government. So, in today's lecture, we discuss the major ideas or major themes of post-colonial fiction, and then we discuss the title, significance, major ideas, and major characters of the novel Things Fall Apart. That is all for today. Thank you so much.